Hey everybody, Red Dot Cigars. Today I thought I had a dinner, but I do not have to go to it. So I will be smoking and reviewing the CLE, I don't know if you can read that, Prieto, yeah. I'm excited. Wonderful smell of, it has this really nice honey-like sweetness. It's nice and dry. Band's a little slippy. I'm gonna check out the rest of it. I do not know how much this costs. I will have to look that up, which I can do on the side. And then I will tell you guys what's going on. See, oh yeah, no, it's a really nice, really sweet smell. A little bit of like, almost reminds me of it's like a milk chocolate, but it's a honey sweetness, if that makes sense. It's not like milk chocolate sweet. It's not overly sweet. I don't know if this is a CLE thing or if it's just a manufacturing error or roller error, but it does have a little bit of that binder sticking out of the wrapper. It's not busted up or anything. No significant issues or patches. There's a small patch right there. I don't know if you can see that. Wonderful veins, wonderful wrapping. It looks very good. Looks very, very good. Let's get this. Somebody had a fire. But let's get this cut up, lit up, and start reviewing it, start smoking it. I had to pull out cutter and lighter. Luckily, I had the chance to review. Otherwise, I don't know when I would have had the chance. It's been quite the week. I am now certified to coach and ref rugby by USA Rugby, which is nice. So that's wonderful. I'm excited about that. For those of you who don't know, I do coach middle school rugby, and I had to get my certifications done today, and for the last basically a week. And it's been very, very nice. It's been a very pleasant experience. I've enjoyed it a lot. I've enjoyed learning. I've enjoyed being around other people who share the same interest in wanting to be a part of a rugby organization that refs and coaches. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to be a part of it. Initially off the light up, very strong tobacco, and I mean like a rich fermented smell almost. I'm gonna torch it a little bit too close just because of that binder. That binder sticking out, I'm a little worried about. CLE, I know you're not watching this, but I don't know what that issue is, or if it's an issue, or if it's like a huge issue for you guys, or if that's a consistent issue. I don't know. I haven't seen the cigar reviewed. I haven't seen it reviewed anywhere. I haven't seen a review of it. I've seen a review of it on YouTube, I think. That's just been produced, but I've never watched it, so I don't know any flavor notes off of this cigar, at least initially. I don't know any flavor notes. See, I think that binder being out above that wrapper caused an early ash like this. Nice straight burn, but I think it caused a little bit of an early ash to form like that, taking precious seconds off the smoking time. A lot of earth, just off the initial light up. It's really rich, and there's a lot of complexity that I'm not fully getting yet, and I'm hoping will develop into notes that I can understand. But the initial thought is earth, but it's a sweet earth. There's definitely, like, you can definitely feel that sweetness in the back of the throat and on the back of the tongue, throughout the mid palate. Long finish. That's retrohale. Okay. Some slight differences through the retrohale. Not any noticeable pepper. Not any noticeable pepper at all. It's, man, I don't think I've ever had a cigar that has these sweet, earthy nuances to them that have no pepper. That was no pepper whatsoever. Ooh, plenty of smoke production. Especially at light up. Holy cow. No pepper. I mean, none. Hopefully that'll come in and that'll develop into some pepper, unless that's not the intention. And that's fine too. But hopefully it will within this first third. So that's what I'm hoping for. Within the first third, man, there's some stuff there, but I just can't decipher it, and I can't articulate it yet. So I'm hoping I will be able to soon. But yeah, that's the first thing that I notice is this, like, sweeter earth. I mean, and I say earth, and I mean like it is like wet dirt. Like, I mean, and that's not to say that it's unpleasant, because it's like the smell of it. It's not like you're tasting it. It's not like you're eating wet dirt. But you can smell it, and I like that smell. I like having that back in my sinuses, because obviously I coach rugby, but I also played for a long time, and I want to continue to play. And so, like, that smell is associated strongly with rugby, and with how that, you know, interplays into my life, and how I enjoy those tastes and those smells and those flavors. So that is my initial response to the CLE Prieto. I hope that more flavors will develop, and I'll do some research about how much I probably paid for this. I really don't remember. I think if I'm not incorrect, it came as a 4-pack, and I think it was $40 for the 4-pack. So it's above $10. I don't know where it stands, at least in California. So I'm gonna watch out for that. I'm gonna think about that. Think back to when I bought it, and then I'm gonna get down to about maybe a little bit less, probably about midway through this first third. Get back to you on any developments, any new flavors, any new interesting things that I'm finding. And yeah, I'll get back to you soon. All right. Well, now that I've gone a little bit further down, and I have also dropped ash all over myself. Pretty one-dimensional so far. Not very much development of a little bit of pepper through the retrohale, which is very nice. It's a very nice pepper. Lots of chocolatey sweetness. Not like a bitter dark chocolate, but definitely not a milk chocolate either. Just like a nice, well-rounded chocolate. I had a cigar with some family not too long ago. Had a lot of a lot of like milk chocolate sweetness to it, and this one's much more balanced. It's much more earth, a little bit of coffee coming in, very slight, a very small amount. I don't know if I showed you well enough. Very small amount of coffee coming in through not only the retrohale but also on the palate, and not much else to say for it. I think that as far as I am through the first third, there should be like really like small developments at least, like a new flavor coming in. I like cigars that are complex. I like cigars that are different. Like do something weird. Like all of a sudden, if I get a hit of something that's weird, like that's good. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to see. I may have judged too early. That was distinctly rosemary. I'm not bullshitting. I promise you I'm not bullshitting. Here, you can see my eyes better and my big ass forehead. I am not bullshitting when I say that was a distinct rosemary smell. We have rosemary plants in like a bunch of places around town. And there's a distinct little rosemary note in there. See, I judged a little too early. Okay, I judged a little too early. That's like that. Something shocking, something surprising. I've never tasted that before in a cigar, ever. Distinctly rosemary, a distinct rosemary scent, and it's like a smell. I'm not looking at the camera really, but whatever. It's like smelling rosemary. It's a smell, and it's not really like, it's not a super strong taste. It's really far back in the palate, but oh my gosh, something shocking, something surprising, something different. And a little more coffee forward than I like, because it's a really bitter coffee. It's not like I like coffee that's more sweet, more acidic. I put sugar and sweetener and shit in my coffee. I have no shame about that. I don't fucking care. Like, I'm not going to fucking Starbucks. Not anymore. When I first started drinking coffee, I did. I went to Starbucks and I got like the sugariest drink because I just didn't like the flavor of it. And I grew to like it over time. Started with all the sweet shit. And then as I got a little older, I started to get more into the darker coffee, darker roast coffee. And turns out I don't like dirt flavor. That's why in a lot of cigars, like I had the, and not to call out, a specific brand or anything, but I had the Fuente Chateau Maduro, and it had a lot of earth. And I mean, it wasn't good earth. It was dirt. And there was other flavors in there. There was other nuances in there. And there was other things in there that I did like. And it's a great conversation stick. Like if I'm having a conversation with somebody and I don't really care about the cigar I have, I just want a cigar because I open up and I talk more fluidly because I want to be, whatever. That's a fine cigar. It has no significant flaws, just not for me. I would much rather have, there it is, at that size. I had a burp coming up, so sorry. Now, but that size of cigar is very, very good for that. And I'm sure there are other cigars soon, and I mean soon, I'm going to try and get the AJ Fernandez Last Call Maduro, the AJ Fernandez Last Call. I'm going to try and get cigars that are cheap and small. Conversation sticks, that's what I call them at least. Conversation sticks where you want a 30, 45 minute conversation, or a really good winter cigar. It's winter here, but I live in California where winter doesn't really exist. It's kind of cold. I'm double layered up, but I'm double layered up and I'm fine. It's not fucking raining or snowing, so I'm okay. However, those conversation sticks that are 45 minutes ish, around that mark, and I know there's some cigars that blend down into that size. However, I think that a full-size cigar going into a smaller cigar, at least in my experience, I haven't had one, and granted, I haven't had the Flying Pigs, and I haven't had the Nub cigars by Olivo, and I want to try those, but I haven't had them yet. I haven't had a cigar that is sorry guys, I ran out of storage on my phone and didn't realize it, but I looked back at where I was at, and I haven't had a cigar in that size. I'm not very far. I noticed quickly enough. But I haven't had a cigar that's like, where it really speaks to me like that, where it's like, oh, this cigar is really good in its original size and it's really good in this smaller size. That just hasn't happened. Anyway, my thing is running out of storage for a second, so I'm gonna go fix that, and I'm also going to smoke down probably to roughly the halfway point, so probably midway between the end of the second third, just so that I can get an overall flavor. If it doesn't change that much, still getting that rosemary, by the way, which is surprising. I thought I was just gonna get a hit and it was gonna go away, but no, I smoked it. I got that little bit of rosemary, and it kind of lingers around a little bit, so I'm excited about that. And I'll show you how those flavors develop, and I'll talk to you about how those flavors develop in a little bit. I'm going to fix my storage issue. So, yeah. See ya. Well, you know what I mean. Just a quick little development here. A little bit more of that chocolate. Like I said, not milk. Definitely not super bitter, dark chocolate. Gross. I've had that in some cigars, and I think it doesn't match. I don't understand why, because there's a lot of cigars that say that they have chocolate, but they don't say which kind. There's this, which is really nice, and it's kind of moved towards the mid palate, and it's nice. It's not bad at all. But that kind of really bitter, dark chocolate, I don't understand why cigar companies claim that as the same chocolate as this, or the same chocolate as milk chocolate, because milk chocolate's delicious in a cigar. It's fantastic. I have a bit of a sweet tooth, so I'm okay with that. But that really bitter dark chocolate, I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy dark chocolate and like actual eating dark chocolate. I don't enjoy it in my cigars. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Some people love it. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand how people are like, oh yeah, I really like this bitter dark chocolate. And it's like, why? And I guess that's the same thing with like some people with coffee. But like, there's so much more to coffee. I don't like bitter, dark, dirty coffee either. I like coffee with a little sugar in it, I like coffee that's a little more acidic, has a little more flavor. That rosemary is still there. I've smoked a little bit. I've ashed it once. But I just wanted to come in with a little development. The fact that rosemary is still there, and the fact that it's in there at all, is something that I have to, sing its praises a little bit. I did smoke through a patch and it started to canoe, and I was scared that it was going to continue, but it fixed itself. So I'm not going to worry about it. And I don't think anybody should worry about, like if they're smoking through a little patch or whatever, like, let it burn out, let it see, or not burn out, let it see how it goes, see if it canoes further a little bit, and just wait like a puff or two before, religiously touch it up. I know some people that are like that are like, I gotta touch up my cigar, I gotta touch it up, oh, it's gonna fucking die, I gotta touch it. I was like, chill, guy, it's okay. It's fine if you don't touch up your cigar. It's fine if you just kind of let it burn, or if it burns at a slant, or if it burns just like a little bit wavy. It doesn't matter. It's not that big a deal. It's a cigar. Like, relax. And for continuity purposes and reviewing purposes, I'm not going to count that again. I'm not going to rate any cigar because ratings are super personal. If you have a book of ratings, go for it. Absolutely. It's a great way to figure out your palate, figure out what you like. I like this type of cigar, or I like this brand of cigar. Like Johnny OCD on YouTube. The guy loves Plasencia. I mean, loves it. I mean, seriously. And I smoked the 151 with him. Great cigar. Fantastic cigar. Would I go out of my way to buy like a box of them? Like, would I buy a box of them? He's already bought a box. I wouldn't buy a box of them. Not because I don't like the cigar. It's a good cigar. I just probably wouldn't buy a box of them. Just because I've only ever smoked one cigar that I've been like, fuck, I need a box. I need this like right now. I smoked another one that was really good. That I would get like, I smoked a lot of cigars that I would get a 5-pack. I would get a 5-pack of the Plasencia 151. It's a great cigar for a 5-pack. For me, it's a great cigar for a 5-pack. It's great on occasion. Smoke, hand out to your friends. Fucking hand it out to your friends. They'll appreciate you forever. You hand them a nice cigar. But for me, there's certain cigars that I like and certain cigars that I don't. Plasencia, so far, fantastic brand, great construction. Their quality control is out of this world. Their Cosecha line, so far, the two that I've smoked, and I've smoked them both on live on Johnny OCD's channel, both of them have not been what I believe to be a box-worthy cigar. But to him, fucking can't get enough of them. And good for him. Good for anybody who finds a cigar that they love. And he has a lot of cigars that he has boxes of because, God knows, dude, he smokes so many cigars. And that's what makes him a great reviewer, is that he smokes so many cigars. However, his tasting notes and what he's tasting versus what I'm tasting versus what he deems, you know, he could take a Plasencia and go, this is a 99 rated cigar for me. But for me, I could go, it was like a 90, or it was a 92. Still ridiculously good cigar, great cigar, but not as to my preferences as it is his, which is what I think makes reviewing so interesting, is that you can smoke the same cigar that 5 different reviewers have reviewed. 2 of them hated it, 3 of them loved it, you smoke it, and you're like, middle of the road. Kind of like, nah, it wasn't like super fantastic, didn't fucking blow my mind, but also wasn't a fucking shit stick. And I don't know. Smoke production's alright. I like a creamier smoke texture. Like I said, that's just me. But, oh, yeah, by the way, and this is just a side note on what I was just saying, because I'm all over the place, and you'll notice, the more reviews I do, I'm going to get more deranged throughout, I promise. As I get more comfortable talking to a camera, as I get more comfortable smoking cigars in front of nobody but an online audience, I'm going to get more in-depth into my opinions. I'm going to start a series, I don't know whenever I have time. I'm going to start a series where I take cigars that I've already reviewed and cigars that I like, because if I don't like it, I won't buy it again. I'm going to take cigars that I like and I'm going to smoke them and call it, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I'll probably call it like on the topic of, or something like that. And then I'll have a topic that I roughly talked about in the video. Titles in progress. But that series will be just me sitting down, smoking a cigar, talking about my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions, just literally anything under the sun. It could be about dogs, and it could be about politics, and it could be about, world economics. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be about what I did on Saturday. And it could be short, and it could be 2 minutes, and it could be an hour. I don't care. It's just something I want to do as like a video journal style video with cigars, because what better way to enjoy a cigar than by talking, you know? And if you couldn't tell, I like to talk. This video is going to be like 50 minutes long. It's insane. So sorry about that. I'm learning. This is going to be a learning curve that you're going to get to witness. Things are going to happen like that, where it just cut off randomly. And it's just that it is what it is. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to pretend like nothing happened from now on. I'm just going to pretend like nothing happened. And if anyone asks any questions in the comments or whatever, I'm just going to refer them to this video and be like, that's what happened. Is I either ran out of storage or my phone just turned off for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm down quite a ways now. I'm probably going to get down to this band. There's that weird bitter note. The rosemary is gone. Even the chocolate is kind of gone. It's more of like a coffee earth leather a little bit. Like leather just developing slightly. Very traditional cigar flavors. Not an issue, really. The earth is still that like nice wet earth smell. So I have no problems with it. I have no problems with this cigar so far. Is it a box-worthy stick? No. Absolutely not. I wouldn't buy a box of these. I wouldn't buy a 5-pack of these. Not because I fucking hate it. Just because I probably wouldn't spend as much money as I probably paid for it, which I haven't gotten yet. I'm assuming it's in the realm of 12 to 15 bucks. Somewhere in that realm. As much as it's worth, I don't think it's worth it. And that's just me. I just don't think that that's something that I would want for that much money. I can get much better cigars for the same price or less. Like a cigar that I will hopefully review soon is the Ramon Ionis by AJ Fernandez. Holy fuck. I love that cigar. That's the only box-worthy one I've ever smoked. So good. Oh my god. I could spend so much money on those cigars. And I won't, because that's irresponsible. But still, I would spend so much money on that cigar. It's really good. This one, no, probably not worth it. Not to me. So yeah, I will get back to you probably when I pull this band off. Not much development, pretty linear cigar. Linear cigars aren't bad. I like more complex, more random cigars, like where there's random fucking flavors. All of a sudden I'll get orange peel. I'm like, holy fuck, there's something cool. That sweetness is gone. Like it's still sweet, but it's more of like a subtle sweet. It's like a raisiny sweetness. But that initial really like nice honey sweetness that was on the tip of the tongue, it kind of coated the palate a little bit. It was so nice, and that's just gone. So I'm hoping that it doesn't totally fail in the last third, because that would suck. I mean, because so far, if it would have stayed that honey sweetness, that nice, and even if it was a linear cigar, this probably would have been, I probably would have bought like 1 or 2 or 3, you know? Just bought like an individual one. If I don't know what to pick, and I know I've smoked this before, it's like, okay, great, I'll pick it up. But at this point, as it is right now, if that continues, that will not be the case. Anyway, I'll see you when I pull this band off. Hey guys, so I did purge this cigar. I got a little bit of coning. I got a little excited. I purged it, and I'm gonna take the band off now. But I purged it, and the flavor kicked up. It did help. And save your bands. And I mean, medium plus strength. And I don't like that. It's like medium minus. like that's the best way I can describe it. It's like on the edge of just being straight up medium and straight up medium plus to full. Strength has been tapering up towards the end. Pepper has been getting stronger, especially through the retrohale. And I noticed that I like the palate on this better than I like the retrohale. I like the notes on the palate much better than through the retrohale, because through the retrohale it's very strong leather and pepper and a little bit of coffee, but it's not too great for through the retrohale. I like the pepper. I like that it stings. The sweetness has kicked up and come back, which is nice, but it's a very floral sweetness. A lot of people don't like that. I know a lot of people who do not like that floral sweet, like it's like I hate to say honeysuckle, but it's a very floral sweetness. It's like honey and then eating a flower. Like literally, it is a very honey forward sweetness with loads of that floral note to it. So like, I know there's certain honeys that are done with one flower. We have a lot of honey, a lot of beehives and bee farms where I live, and we have loads of honey from orange blossoms and things like that, and it's not an orangey whatever, but I would compare it to a very specific honey where it's like this was done on one flower and that's it. And that's just what I would compare it to. It's very florally sweet. Smoke output has massively increased, which I enjoy. It's gotten a much better smoke texture, but the flavors are just not there. They're not up to par, especially with the beginning. The first third, probably the first third and a half, so like into the second third, beautiful smoke. I mean, delicious, really good, and towards the end, it's getting better, but it's just not there. And I would rather a cigar be really good and linear than try to be complex and fail. And that's just the basis of it. Anyway, I'm going to smoke this all the way down to the nub. Mostly because I haven't had a cigar in a while, but partly because, I don't know, I enjoy it. It's an enjoyable stick. I'd probably cut it in half and then just smoke the first third. Like, if I could just cut it in half and then smoke the first third and into the second third, I would, because that was a great part of the cigar. If it was just that, it would have been fantastic. But this attempted to be more complex by adding those like coffee and that floral sweetness and those things, and it just didn't land correctly for me. So, like I said, I'm not going to rate cigars. I'm not going to give it points for anything. I'm just going to tell you what I feel about this cigar, which is could have been better. In every sense of the word, could have been better. Could have been outstanding. Could have been a box-worthy cigar, because at the beginning, it was very, very good. And I think there's other reviewers, even Johnny, have more expression of how good a cigar is. I'm much more of a like, it's really good, but I'm not going to say that until it's gone. Because then it's gone, and then it's like, okay, I wish it was back. That's the definition of like a really good cigar. It's like a definition of a fantastic cigar is it's good all the way through. It's fantastic all the way through. Cigars like this, they're really good up front, and then it goes away, and then you're like, well, where is it? Where's the goodness that I enjoyed for that first third? And I'm not shitting on the cigar. I'm just giving you a snippet of what I think. What I think the cigar could have been as opposed to what it is. And yeah, I think that's going to end it for me. And like I said, this is going to be the end of the night for me. I could smoke and review another one. I'm not going to, just because I'm tired. I've been in class and in rugby classes, like I said I was doing at the beginning. They're very, very active. And so I've basically been doing rugby training all day. And so I'm tired. I enjoyed a cigar. Probably going to go to bed. But yeah, no, enjoyable stick. I'm going to smoke the rest of it the next, 5 to 10 minutes. I don't really do smoking times, and I'm probably not going to. As I go through this, I'll probably lay down some ground rules in these first couple of videos, just so that people know what to expect out of my reviews. Because I don't like lying to people, so I just rather not say anything and then let it grow organically. I am not the type of person where I'm gonna rate a cigar and then tell you how long it took to smoke it or whatever, because if you're gonna buy the cigar, you're gonna smoke the cigar, I would think. So unless a cigar is so bad that I have to put it down or put it out and just walk away, I'm probably not going to tell you how long I smoked it. But if a cigar is really, really bad and I hate it, or it's just not the right notes for me and I hate it, or it's just not the right cigar for the time and I hate it. If I hate a cigar, and I've only done that with one cigar, which I won't mention. But if I hate it, I'll let you guys know. I'll tell you, okay, the review is over. It's a really short review. I'm going to put this down, and I'm either going to go grab another cigar, smoke that one, or I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to be like, nope, I'm done. I'm done for today. And a day-ruining cigar, even the cigar that I put down and just went away, even that wasn't like a day-ruining cigar. I wasn't like, oh, like, fuck, this ruined my whole day. I hated this, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It wasn't like that. It was just like, the cigar's bad. I'm going to go pick up another one. I'm going to smoke that one instead. Anyway, guys, that's the end of it for today for me. Like I said, I probably got another 10-ish minutes. I'm going to sit out here, smoke the rest of this. Yeah. Kind of disappointing at the end, which happens. It happens with a lot of cigars, a lot of cigar companies. And I'm not knocking CLE as a company. Cigar is not for me. Now, this is a joke. I hate that I have to preface that this is a joke, but it happens a lot, especially within the review community. There's a lot of people that get sent free sticks and then feel bad if they review it poorly, or feel bad if they don't like it. Whatever. It happens, which kind of sucks, because you want honest feedback. You want people who are going to be upfront and are going to say whether or not they like it, and are going to say whether or not you should buy it. Anyway, this is a joke. Just for all you people out there. Let's say CLE sent me cigars. Sent me some. You know? I might put it in my good graces. However, I doubt that's gonna happen. Nobody fucking... I'm not gonna say nobody watches it, because my last video got like 25 views, which is insane to me already. I'm like, that's crazy. But I think more people are getting interested in it. More people want to get into the hobby. I love it. I love this hobby. I love having a hobby. It's fantastic. Soon, hopefully the next review that I put out, but if not, then soon, either the one after that. The Ferriotego, which was gifted to me by Johnny. Ferriotego, I think it's the Sterling, the Timeless Sterling. I believe that one is a Nat Sherman blend that Michael Herklotz... Sorry about that. That should get fixed soon. I just dropped ash on the table, but that's okay. I'm going to be done with this review. Thank you for watching. Comment below on some cigars that I should try, something I should try that's new. Not ones like this. So if you smoked this, also let me know. Anyway, see ya.